Hello, hello, good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is Himeutsugi. It's funny that I did a poll in my Discord for what I should stream tonight because I was feeling kind of indecisive, and then we're like not doing any of the options that were on the poll. Sorry. So I've been sitting on this particular RPG for a while. I bought it off of the tabletop, it's called Tabletop Bookshelf, I think. And I had this one on my list for a long time. I kind of got my start with solo games from these Wretched and Alone games. Thousand-Year-Old Vampire was my first, which is not a Wretched and Alone game, but it was my first proper solo game. But then I discovered the Wretched and Alone games and played quite a few of them. And this one was one of the OG ones that for some reason it was on my list and I never got around to playing it. And so when I was buying from, the Tabletop Bookshelf, I saw this game and was like, this is my chance. I'm going to have it. So I actually have the physical version. And then while I was running around just now getting the stuff together, I put it down on a table or something and now I can't find it. So I don't have it in my hands for some silly reason. But the purchase did come with a PDF, and so I will be reading off of the PDF. So really quick, this is Lighthouse at the End of the World. It is a solo journaling game that uses the what's called the Wretched and Alone system. Well, it's the Wretched, and then Wretched and Alone, I guess, is I don't know. I guess it's when it's so for solo. I don't really know what the difference is between the SRDs or what have you. But anyways, this is a particular one. The Wretched and Alone games, what makes them kind of special is that aside from the usual journaling shenanigans, you also have they call it a tumbling block tower, but let's call a spade. It's a Jenga tower, right? That it usually represents your character's mental state, but it does depend on the game. And so as stuff happens, you also have to pull blocks from the Jenga tower, and if the tower collapses, then usually something not so great happens to your character. And I feel like even though I'm not touching it, it isn't the pieces aren't perfectly straight, and so it seems to keep moving if I so much as breathe on it. So we'll see how this goes. But I have everything set up, and I'm going to read from the little kind of prologue intro section first, and then we'll go. And I have my journal, so I'll be jotting some notes down as we play, nice and aesthetic, and then I'll probably record a video like the one for the Magus later, where I'm reading through it. But yeah, so for right now, let me read through what it is and all that stuff, the plot line, right? Okay. So this will be a very cozy stream. I'm playing. It is a journaling game, so I will be journaling. Probably not very hardcore. I might do bullet points or something because I don't want a lot of time for you to just be staring at me, right? But we'll see. It is supposed to be cozy. In order to better capture the sounds of the Jenga tower falling over and such, I usually have much more strict noise settings to where you can't really hear much of anything except for me talking, but I have reduced that somewhat just so you get those sound effects. I think it would be very anticlimactic if the Jenga tower fell over and you couldn't hear it. So here's the sound of me tapping on my journal. You'll be able to hear these sounds more than usual. Well, actually more than at all, because there's times where my filter is so good, even when Husberb was sawing outside, you couldn't hear it, but that will not be the case tonight. So okay, so let's read through the little prologue section, I guess. Okay. Your lot in life. For reasons of your own, you have taken a post watching over the lighthouse at the furthest reaches of civilization. You will maintain the lighthouse so that the world's commerce doesn't dash against the craggy shore of this faraway place. It is a curious thing, this island. It oversees a passage that is at once vital to world trade and as remote as any post on Earth. Many ships have come to ruin in these treacherous waters over the centuries, and your lighthouse is packed to the rafters with salvage from those wrecks. Everything here, your furniture, your silverware, your library, is a mismatched assortment of flotsam and jetsam meant for someplace else. You have neighbors. The adjacent island is home to a penal colony, the southernmost human settlement in all the world. You interact with them little enough, but they are never completely out of sight nor very far from your thoughts. And you are not alone. Those countless shipwrecks have brought not just salvage to your shores, but the spirits of the restless who died in them. They are numerous, 10 at least, maybe more. The passage of time has worn away any memories of who they once were, and they are by turns friendly, jealous, seductive, and ravenous. You are alive. They are not. Every night and every day they wait for their chance to seize your body and make it theirs, and if they cannot have your flesh, they'll settle for your soul. Tend the light. Fend off the dead. Contemplate what came before and what may yet be. If you are to come out the other side of this self-inflicted ordeal, you cannot do it as the person you once were. All right. It's pretty dramatic. Okay, so what is this game? Lighthouse at the End of the World is a tabletop role-playing game. Like many role-playing games, it asks you to take on the persona of a fictional character you will create. You will interpret tools of chance, dice, cards, coins, and react to the world as your character would, then write down the results. And I think the rest is pretty self-explanatory. It's a solo RPG, so I'm playing by myself. All right, and then I'll skip over some of this. Think about what is important to your character and what isn't, and what is easy to talk about, and what is painful or elusive. Then pack a trunk and make your goodbyes. Your ship leaves shortly. All right. Okay, so I have all the things. I have a deck of cards. Oh, let me put this away so you can see it. Okay, so I've got the tumbling tower. I know the top cuts off, but this is the very very top layer, and this is the best way I could still capture the Jenga tower while you could still see the cards and all the little bric-a-brac and such. I don't know if there'll be space for my journal. We'll see. But yes, I have all the things, and I've got some music. I personally curated a kind of Lighthouse core music playlist off of Epidemic Sound, and that is what we're listening to tonight. Some of the songs are a little futuristic sounding, but they have that, sort of empty space feeling, and so that's what I decided to go for. So they're not all the songs are classical, although I think a lot of them have that solo piano kind of feel. Okay, couple of warnings, I guess. Lighthouse at the End of the World deals with themes of isolation, shame, regret, and, glancingly, suicidal thought. By design, your character is almost certainly doomed. Take your time with the game, stop if you need to, and take advantage of the unreliable narrator trope during the writing phase to allude to things you'd rather not talk about. I don't think there's anything that I will stray away from per se. I just don't usually go in that dark of direction. Like, this is a darker game for sure, but I'm not planning to take it in any really triggering locations, I don't think, except for the aforementioned isolation, shame, regret, and the occasional suicidal thought. So I think we'll leave it at that. I won't go any further than those. Okay. Let's see here. During Lighthouse at the End of the World, you'll be journaling the things that happened to you as well as what you think and feel about them. The first entry will act as a sort of prologue. Oh, actually, before I do this, let me link to the game in the chat. That way, if you decide to give it a shot. All right. That way, if you decide to, it interests you, then there it is. Okay. In Anyway, during Lighthouse, at the end of the world, you will be journaling things that happen to you as well as what you think and feel about them. The first entry will act as a sort of prologue. Begin by flipping your coin. Heads indicates you are writing letters to someone at home. Work up a vague sketch of who this person might be. Tails means no one is waiting for you. Okay, that's the first important decision. So one of the things is, oh my gosh, oh hello. Ah, the raid. Oh my gosh, hi. Okay, oh my gosh, sunset, hello. Sun raid, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Where is it? I've read this last time. Oh, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than the last time. Sunset is a funky Android VTuber from the retro future. They stream a variety of games. Sing? You sing? You've been holding out on me. You sing? Okay. And even do live 2D rigging. Catch their Saturday night streams for some retro gaming and tunes. Yay! Hi. I was just about to start, so good timing, I think. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Sometimes I actually singing today for oh my gosh, I didn't know. Oh my gosh, we could have been doing karaoke this whole time. I didn't know, or the last time. Okay, that's awesome. Sounds like you had a great time. I just started. I was kind of out all day, and then I was kind of wishy-washy about what I wanted to do, but I've been wanting to play this game about being trapped in a lighthouse with ghosts and such. So here we are. I hope you enjoy. Hope you want to listen to some spooky storytelling. That's kind of where we're at. And yeah, I've got my Howl's Moving Castle cards. It's upside down. Heh. I like this card deck because they're small. I have small hands, so this is nice. Here you can get a sense. I have quite small hands. So, okay. So anyway, so I have to flip a coin. It's a very dramatic coin flip. These I can't really tell. These are coins from like a game, so they don't have heads or tails. They're just here because I'm supposed to have tokens. But this is a 10 yen coin. Let's say that heads is the side with the building and tails is the side with the 10 on it. So let's do that. I too have tiny Yuri hands. It's okay. Yeah, right. Understand. Okay. So I'm going to flip this coin and see what I get. Actually, what would be fantastical is if I manage to flip this coin and it doesn't go like flying somewhere. Okay, that's tails. Oh, wait, no. We said heads. The building was heads, right? Tails is the number. So this is heads, right? Is that what I said? Oh my gosh, I just said it and I already forgot. This is quiz time. Were you paying attention? What did I say? Did I say that the building was heads or the building was tails? I don't remember. I think I said that the building is heads. Pretty sure. If not, well, VOD watchers, you can come for me later. Okay. Heads indicates you are writing letters to someone at home. Work up a vague sketch of who this person might be to you, but feel free to leave the details vague for now. Okay, it's fine. Think briefly about why you would take such a remote post for such a long stretch of time. Any specific catalyst is unlikely to be something you're proud of. Again, you can stay vague for now. A simple hunch is enough. I actually have these little oracle things that I know it's not required for the game, but I thought it would be useful. I don't have all of them. Eventually, because they created more of these, and eventually I would like to go back and get the ones that I don't have, but, you know. For the time being, I think this is a good way to go about it. Okay, so I want the first one to be who this person is to me, and then the second one will be why I came here. So it is, who am I writing to? Rabbit. I'm going to interpret, so this is the Tessera Oracle. I'm going to interpret this as like a family member. It's rabbits and the big families. Okay, I'm gonna say it's my son. It's my son that I'm writing to. And then, why am I here? Unlikely to be something you're proud of. The bee, it's like a worker bee. Okay, if you want to get a closer look at these, it's pretty cool. Oh, thanks for the follow. So there are these like enamel oracle things that you can layer them together. It's pretty neat. So I thought this would be cool. That's okay. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in, of course. But yeah, so let's say I'm writing to my son. And the worker bee... simple hunch is enough. I think it's gonna just... desperate for a job. I probably have some sort of injury or something happened. And I'm just a workaholic. And so here we are. Ooh, actually, I think I have an idea. But let's figure the rest out during play. Okay. Okie dokie. Now it's time. Oops, I kicked the desk. Time to write your first journal entry or letter home. Greeting, salutation for letters. Name your port of origin. Okay, there's tables that are supposed to help. This is where it would have been helpful if I had the book, and I don't know where the heck I put it. Okay, so I need to roll for the ship name and the port city. Oh, I need 3d6s. What the heck? I've got 3. Okay, so this first one is going to be the ship name. And then the second one is going to be the port city that I guess I left from. It's 9. So the ship name is the Radiant. And then the port city was 10. Salvacion. Oh, okay. All right. So let's go back. Okay. Date. I'm just gonna pick 17. Hang on. When was Captain Cook's second voyage? 1772. So let's pick 1772. I'm cool with it. Okay, so I'm gonna use a regular fountain pen tonight, so no dipping. just writing. I'm gonna shake it because I want the glitter to distribute a little bit. Okay. I'll try not to make these very long. I don't want you to just stare at me writing constantly. My son came from Salvacion. So... okay, my son's name is going to be Santiago. What did I say? 1772. August. Let's just say August 2nd. No, my son's name is Santiago. I'm going to call him Santi. Ooh, I already forgot the name of the ship. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. It's 12. The name of the ship was the Radiant. I remembered it right as I scrolled to the end. Several weeks. Let's see. I need to flip a coin to see how long ago I arrived. Heads for less than 2 weeks ago. Okay. Here we go again. Ugh. What would be really funny is if I flip the coin and hit the tower and it knocks over. Does the game just end at that point? That's tails. Tails. Less than a month ago. Oh, that means it's been a while since I wrote to my son. Okay. Pull and place 3 blocks on the tower. Oh my god, right already? Okay. Place. I have to place them. That means you guys are not going to be able to see the top. If I have to place them too. Okay. I'd have to just move further back. There. You're just going to see the mess of stuff that is my desk. Okay, so that was 1. 2. I can't believe I have to pull 3 right at the very beginning. This is oh. Nope, that does not feel like I should pull that one. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh god. Okay. Fine. Coin flipping for Oracle stuff is interesting. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I usually do like roll a d4 for odds and evens because I think that's easier than just having a coin on hand, but I like the aesthetic of having like this random bric-a-brac out. Ugh, I get to see all the junk on my desk. Okay, that's fine. I don't love this angle, but I don't know how else you can see everything. There. But I mean, if the tower is only going to get taller, I don't know how. I might just have to. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Anyway, so I did that. Previous. Back. I guess I can turn. I guess you don't have to see the tower when I'm not actively doing things with it. Okay, let's see. Okay. I only hope. I'm hoping once I get my desk situation sorted tomorrow, I'll have more space for games and get back into the writing groove with it. Ooh, yeah. Are you adding new stuff to it, or is it just more of like an organizing thing? Para D Critter, hello, hello, welcome in. Thank you. Yeah, it's a fountain pen. I'm writing with this fancy ink. I actually do not remember which one this is. What ink is this? I think it might be Tumbling. No, it's not Tumbling Time Blue. What is this one? Oh, you know what? I think it's Jet Wayfarer. Where is it? Yeah. I think it's this ink. Yeah. It's another wearing goal color. I don't know if I'm saying this right. I'm sorry. Igdra, if you're listening, I'm sorry for my bad Korean. I have no idea how to say this. Wearing goal. I have no idea. Moving my desk to a new area and adding in a second desk. Ah, okay, cool. I hope that works out for you. This is a Korean fountain pen ink company, and I do not know how to say the name. No, I was just telling you to not judge me for not being able to pronounce this wearing goal. I'm sure that's not how you say it. But yeah, anyways, thank you. Yeah, this is a Ferris Wheel Press pen. It's quite nice. Oh, good. Okay. I feel better now. What was I saying? Okay. It's a pen. Oh. Let's see. I'm aware that this is not how people spoke in 1772, but unfortunately I cannot. Oh, have a good time at the gym, Yggdra. Anyway, unfortunately, I kind of made up this character off the top of my head just now, so it's not like I can really do that historical research, and I'll do the best I can. It's, I'm sure it's fine. I'm trying to be careful with using words that are too modern, but it's tough. Okay. So I think I wrote everything I was supposed to. I'm basically going to try to keep it to a page, also because I think my character is kind of a conservative type of character. I actually kind of regret the last line I wrote as I wrote it because it feels a little too sappy, but that's okay. It's too late now. All right, so I'll read this entry before we move on to the next part. Santi. After leaving Port Salvacion aboard the Radiant, it was several weeks of salt-chafed, sunburnt days at sea, but I have arrived safely. It took longer than expected to get settled, owing to the fact that the previous keeper passed in such an ominous way. It has already been 3 weeks since I arrived, and every day has been back-breakingly busy. No one will tell me exactly what happened to my predecessor, only that his death was one of many ill omens. For my part, I only hope to do the work well and leave with honor, and perhaps even healed wounds. There is a penal colony on the island next, I am told. I can neither see nor hear them, but I feel their presence, and it fills me with foreboding. Worser still are the spirits, though they have not done me ill just yet. I hope that if I give them a wide enough berth, they shall do the same for me. As I watched the Radiant leave and disappear over the horizon, it felt like reality at last that I am to live here for the next long while. I miss you, and hope you are doing well. Worry not for me, my son. I shall do my duties. Your papa. Okay. I don't even know what my character's name is, but that's fine. Okay, so that's interesting. Okie dokie. Here we are. So in Lighthouse, at the end of the world, each turn usually constitutes 1 week in the life of your character. Feel free to stretch or compress time as makes sense for your story. Weeks may pass without incident before the next pull of cards. Each turn operates in the same way until the results say otherwise. So I'm going to roll my d6, pull that many cards from the deck, setting them face down in front of you. Pull the cards one by one and consult events of note to see how your week unfolds. If the card has further instructions, such as pull from the tower, do so. Assuming you survived, contemplate your week, the individual events, and the sum of how they make you feel. Consider what you might disclose or keep close, both in what you write and how you write it. Then sit at your salvaged, lamp-lit desk and compose your entry. Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay. So a couple things on how this goes. Look at this. I know the lighting doesn't do this ink justice, but it is shimmery a little bit, and it goes from blue to like a red, depending on where the light hits it, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going to close this for a second, because I'm not going to write for a little bit. We've got to do some card drawing. So first I have to roll the d6 to see how many cards I draw. So the more I draw, the more eventful of a week I suppose it is. Okay. Okay, so that's a 3. I'm gonna say face down, right? That makes it really, yeah. Then I flip them one at a time, so that makes it very mysterious. Oh, really? This is a pretty plain dice. This is one of the first ones I bought. I think one of my first resin dice off of Etsy. It's got lots of mica in it. It's one of my favorite colors, though. Okay. Okay, so a couple of things, just so y'all know. Hearts represent the shipwreck salvage. So it's kind of like items, cool stuff that I find. Diamonds are about memories of the past, so kind of thinking about stuff. Clubs is maintenance of the self and otherwise, so it says clubs represent the labor, routines, and hobbies that make up the business of being alive. It's a good size with big numbers for my old eyes. Yes, no, I know what you mean. So I think all 3 of these that I'm using today are from the same maker. It's not You Are Wizards. I can't remember. It's somebody on Etsy, but I bought a bunch of them when I was first starting out in D&D, and very nice big bold letters. It's quite nice. I don't use them as much anymore because I have much fancier dice now that I tend to favor, but I like having the variety of colors for the different characters I might have. Okay, anyway, so clubs are maintenance of the lighthouse, my body or my mind. And then spades are an intrusion into the monotony, so like weather, news from the world, mysterious visitors. It's like stuff, random stuff happening. So those are the general things that each suit represents. So I'm just going to go one at a time and see what happens, and then I'll write about it. If at any point you draw 2 aces and 2 8s, I think it says consult ill-fated conclusion. So if I get 2 aces and 2 8s, the game ends, I guess. That's not good. Okay. 10 of hearts. A musical instrument. What is it and how fine is its make? What surprising trinket do you find in its case? Queen of spades. No, this is clubs, my bad. The wick extinguishes and it takes you all night to light it again. What miracle do you pull off at the last minute to stop a freighter running aground? What? Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. Okay, I see. I have to pull from the tower. It doesn't say place, it just says pull. Okay. And then the last one is the 6 of diamonds. Nope. Not too far. You brought 1 memento apiece for your siblings. What are they? What makes them significant? Okay, so sibling mementos. The wick went out and took me a while to relight, and I found a musical instrument. Okay. Ow! Okay, my cat is here, terrorizing me once again. Yes, I know. It's because I've been gone all day. Alright, here we go. I know they said it's a week, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more than that, because feels right. Where did I put my pen? Hello? Where the heck did I just put it? Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, it's in my lap. Okay. I'm gonna say it's 9 days. I don't know that I would talk about the mementos that I brought for my siblings, so I'm not going to talk about that. I'm writing letters to myself. Maybe I'll just briefly talk about them. Oh, the music got very ominous. Hello, hello. Yes, it's Rex, right? Hello, Rex. I need to be better about greeting people by name. Like, just say hi. I'm awkward. I'm trying to work on it. Ooh. All right. Well, I appreciate that. I do feel it a lot. Like I'll overshare when I get nervous, and then I'm like, why did I say all of that? They were just trying to leave, and I just kept talking. Okay. Which one? It's clubs. It's queen. Yep, yeah. That's I know that's what it is, but I don't like using it as an excuse. And I know I shouldn't view it that way, but I hate using it as an excuse, and I try not to. I've just spent too long masking. I didn't get diagnosed until I was an adult, and so there's a lot of behaviors and thoughts that I have to unlearn. Definitely a balance, because some do use their stuff as excuses for things that they shouldn't, but I don't think oversharing is one of those. Yeah, I just wish that, for me, it's always hindsight that I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I say that? Why did I say all that? I should have just stopped after the second thing that I said. Like, I overstayed my welcome, and I wish that I could be better at just in the moment realizing, like, oh, okay, I need to stop right now. But it's always hits me afterwards, and I just feel so, like, mortified. Okay, so this is much shorter. I tend to only overshare with people I really vibe with, and it lends me to saying, I guess we are friends now. I think I have the other problem, because when I don't know someone very well, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say, I have to fill the conversation, small talk, and then I overshare. Like, I don't go overboard, because I know other people that are like this, and they go on and on and on, but even for me, like, 5 minutes too long is awkward. Okay, so I also was supposed to pull from the tower for the queen. Oh, actually, I guess I should have pulled first, because if I die, then, you know, I didn't have to write that entry, but let's, you know, I'm gonna assume that that's not enough to kill me. Okay, this one didn't say place, so I'm just gonna put it aside. It said pull, so I'm just gonna, I don't know where, I guess I'll just put it in the box, but I don't want to, so I'm just gonna put it over here. You can't see it, but it's over here next to my keyboard. Okay, so let me read the entry. Santi. While sorting through the bric-a-brac, I discovered an old fiddle. It had some old coins rattling around inside the case, which I'm enclosing for the children to play with. I know Maria, in particular, loves shiny things. I played a bit of the fiddle, but it's woefully out of tune, and I've never been much of a fiddler. Your Uncle Tomas was always the musician of the family. Through no fault of my own, a freighter almost ran aground. The wick of the light extinguished, and despite my best efforts, it took all night to relight. The spirits moaning and wailing at me to let it be. I think they want others to be just as miserable as themselves. I ultimately pulled the entire wick out and replaced it. As far as I can tell, there is nothing amiss with the original wick. There must be some trickery afoot. Your papa. Wait, it's a game? Yes, so this is a game that uses the Wretched and Alone system. And so on top of the usual dice and card shenanigans, things happen, and I have to pull from this Jenga tower. Typically, and it didn't say that in this game, but typically in these kind of games, the Jenga tower represents your character's, like, mental state, and so when you keep pulling from it, it's like your mental state is getting more and more frazzled, and you know, when the Jenga tower falls over, usually it's pretty bad. Now, I played another game, another Wretched and Alone game, because they all use the same basic mechanics, but they are different from game to game. Because I played one that was inspired by the Bluebeard story, where I was trying to avoid a specific card. Because if I drew a specific card, it was like, oh, Bluebeard's coming back, you know. But this game, I don't know. I don't know what the death conditions are yet, but definitely not good for the Jenga tower to fall. Okay. So that is that entry. Oh, I forgot to leave a space to say what game this is. I just started writing because the Magus entry is right before it. Oopsies. Oh well. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. You need to... Okay, hang on. I love this game. I had to play it 3 times until I died before I like made it through, but it's so good. Okay, yeah. Well, thanks for stopping in anyways. I appreciate you doing that on low sleep. Oh, yeah, that would be so neat. Yeah, this game is really cool. I don't know if this person really, like, does games and stuff anymore, but this Bluebeard game is chef's kiss. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, it's really fun. I've played it a couple times. You might be able to go poke around and find my old Twitter threads about it, but it's quite good. Okay, so I'm gonna set these cards aside. The ones that I already drew. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. I guess I'll roll a different dice this time. So I roll, and that tells me how many cards to draw, and then we go from there. 4. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, 4 of spades. Ooh, my first spade, I think. Oh, I have to pull from the tower. The distant salvo of warships carries across calm waters, and not for the first time. Who is at war? Why does this escalation make you fear the future? Oh, I know. Well, if it's 1772, it's like kind of Spain and England, sort of, right? Okay, I have to pull. Oof. Oh, this one is solid. Oh, this one is pretty solid, too. There. Okay. Yep. Okay. 4 of... Why am I getting 4 is like death, right? In the... 4 of clubs. Promised yourself you would return to the world improved. What skill are you cultivating in the privacy of the lighthouse? Are you succeeding? Okay, I know. 8 of hearts. Jewelry. Gaudy old luminous. Worth a fortune anywhere but here. What is engraved on it? A chess set, fiercely damaged. What pieces are missing? What do you replace them with so that you may play? Pull from the tower. Hello? Can we stop making me pull from the tower, please? Like, I'm already... Oh my god. Dude's been here, like, a month. Oh. Okay. Alright. I think I know. Okay. Alrighty. So I think it makes sense because there's a lot to happen. So let's say that this is 2 weeks. At this rate, it's going to crash before me. Yeah, I feel that. It's freaking me out a little bit. Let's say it's been 2 weeks. So 9, 14 plus 9 is 23. Oh. I pulled... No, I had to pull... Yeah, I already pulled. I pulled twice. Yeah. Okay, so I got that, that. Oh, there was one other thing that happened. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. My son, what news of Spain? I heard the boom of cannon fire in the distance, and I fear some nonsense once again from the British. Captain Cook must be trawling around once more. I know that always seems to rouse our monarchs to bitter anger. To calm myself, I sorted more through the piles of wreckage and found a chess set. I replaced missing pieces with broken bits from this gold necklace I found. It was a gaudy thing, engraved with the initials NS. I wonder who owned it before and if it ever reached them. I have strained my bad leg while attempting to rehabilitate it. I wanted to eventually leave here, able to walk and run normally once more, but practice seems futile in this desolate place. And then I have 3 sentences that are, they were stricken out, but I will read them. Besides, I am old. Even if I return to España, what am I to do there but be a burden on you and Esperanza? But then I've crossed those out. Negativity is overwhelming me, my son. Pay your old man's ramblings little heed. Your papa. Alright. So that was that entry. Okay. And now it continues. I don't know what they meant for me to have these little counters for. It said to have 10 counters, but I haven't had to use any of them yet. I wonder if, what is it for? What are they for? 10 tokens. A map. Oh well. I'm sure it'll come up later anyway. Alright, so let's roll to see how many... Oh, I haven't used this one yet. Let's roll this one. 6. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, let's just do 3 at a time. Okay, 2 of spades. On your daily walk, you find something grotesque and alien caught in a tide pool. Do you keep it? Says Nee, never heard of journaling games before till now, but it's chill and fun. Yeah, it's role-playing through journaling. Like, I love TTRPGs that are very crunchy, like Rift Breakers with lots of rules and combat, but sometimes it's nice to just write a story and be somebody else for a while. Okay, I have to pull from the tower. I found something gross in a tide pool. I don't think he wants to keep it. Let's call him Ernesto. I decided his name is Ernesto. I don't think Ernesto wants to keep it. I don't want to keep it. Okay. Gosh. Oh. I don't like it. Okay. 7 of spades. Oh god, blackbirds circle the lighthouse for hours upon hours and then vanish. What do you think you heard in their ceaseless crowing? Pull from the tower. Great. Love that for me. God, here? No. Here? No. Oh god, I don't think there's any safe ones anymore. Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, the next one. Oh my god, they're all spades. A message in a bottle washes ashore bearing coordinates and a sketched face that looks shockingly like your own. What do the maps say your coordinates refer to? Pull from the tower. Please. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. I have 3 more. Not done. 4 of hearts. Here's the other 2. Four of hearts. It's an item. Quill and ink. High quality, too. What makes you uncomfortable using them? Oh, I'm using quill and ink right now. Okay, I see. Wouldn't really want to talk about that. King of Diamonds. In a moment of weakness, you confess something painful, the reason you came to be at the lighthouse. What is it, and what do the ghosts do with the information? Do not discard this card. Place it nearby where you can see it. If this is the fourth king you have drawn, consult ill-fated conclusions. Yeah, I don't like kings. At least I don't have to... Oops. No, I dropped it on the ground. Let me get that. Anyways. Yeah. I don't want to draw 4 kings. That's bad. Put it where we can see it, eh? Okay. 2 of hearts. Fine china and silverware strapped in place in a wood case of sturdy make. What initials does the plateware bear? Who did you know with the same initials? Okay. Makes it interesting because the thing is, like, we know what's happening to Ernesto, but like he is a solemn man and may not reveal everything to his son. But I guess I have to for that part. Okay, let's go to these spade ones because those I definitely wanted to write about. 276. I don't think I'm going to write about the heart things, really. They're not things he would want to share. Oh gosh, okay. I'm going to say this one is just a week. August 30th. Are there 30 days in August? I think there's 31 days in August. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I need to try not to kick the desk, because what if I die simply because I keep kicking it? Or bumping into it with my knee? Okay. Oh, why didn't the fishing thing go? I have the game open. The heck? Hmm? Hmm? Hang on, let me try. Yeah, that was weird. I'm not sure why it didn't go, so I'll just do that for you. What the heck? see. Almost done. My internet took a hard dip for a moment. Happy I caught gummies. Yeah. Uh, t- Okay, this was the King of Diamonds. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, finished that one. I'm trying not to spend too much time, in between writing, but I mean, this is a journaling game. I'm just trying not to overdo it too much, I guess. Okay, Santiago. This morning, while walking the shores to exercise my legs, I saw a grotesque creature in a tide pool. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. It disturbed me so I smashed the creature with a rock. I believe it to be dead, that disgusting iridescent fish monster. But perhaps that was a mistake. After my return, blackbirds circled the lighthouse for hours, their mournful calls unceasing. Just when I thought I might go mad, the entire lot of them vanished. In the evening, I felt well enough to venture out once more on a walk, and did so. On the shore, I happened upon a message in a bottle bearing a sketch of my own face. But it couldn't be me. The enclosed coordinates are nowhere near here, and I did not commit the crime accused on the map. In my stupor, I wrote here H-E-A-R instead of H-E-R-E. What the heck? Near here. Oh, it's because I wrote near right before it. Okay, near here. And I did not commit the crime accused on the map. Okay. But violence is in my blood. I did hurt your Uncle Tomas in a drunken rage. So tired was I of hearing the world sing his praises. Perhaps any further and I would have killed him, though I would have immediately regretted it. The spirits seem able to read my thoughts. I fear they shall torment me all the more. All good. Really? Oh, that's good. Okay. Make sure it looks dry. Okay. Next. Okay. Two. Ugh, 8 of spades. Could say the misspelling mistake is the lighthouse keeper losing it a little bit. Yeah, sure. You know what? That sounds good. That makes sense. Okay. 8 of spades. One of the ghosts is barely sentient. Instead, it repeats its own death every day at the same time. What is the death? Why does it feel familiar? Ooh, that gives me the chills. Pull from the tower. Okay. Nine of spades. Why? A passing fisherman relates rumors of war which stirs the ghosts into a frenzy of dark memories. What is your own experience of war? Pull from the tower. Hello. Just let me live, please. Okay, well, that's just great. At least I'm running out of spades left to pull. Okay, September 7th. 1772. I was wondering why you're up so late, and then I realized what day it was. Yeah. Actually, I have to wake up relatively early tomorrow. Not really. I'm doing some volunteer work with a student tomorrow. But, yeah. I do want to do this because I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I've had the Jenga tower set up, and then I didn't do it, and I want to put it away, and I can't until I finish doing this, so here we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here we go. Santi. The spirits, they are restless. I fear that creature I killed was of unminor importance. There is a ghost here that flings itself off the cliffs at 9 o'clock at night, each and every night. She does not speak, but merely repeats what I assume to be her own death. There is a terrible appeal to this, or perhaps I am losing sensitivity after seeing it so many times. There is something familiar about it. I cannot shake the feeling. September 8th. My letter was interrupted, my son. Apologies. A passing fisherman has informed me that we seem to be at war once again with Britain and perhaps France as well. The spirits are highly agitated, and knowing the horrors of war as I do, I cannot blame them. The cold and dark, death pressing in from all sides. Nothing compares. I wish not to return to those days, even in memory. Okay, I'm starting to get sleepy, and, well, I mean, I've been sleepy, but I'm starting to get particularly sleepy, and my dice rolls are, like, my writing is starting to get more incoherent, so I'm going to do one more pull, one more entry, and then we'll stop there for today. But I feel like this, but I don't want to stop, because then I have to preserve the Jenga tower, like, I can't touch it. So I'll just make sure tomorrow I stream this again to finish it off, but, like, man, war bad, yes, war bad. Who knows, maybe on this I'll just knock it over and it'll be over. Okay. Ice cream. That's nice. Ooh, I have a drink. Let me drink some. Oh, 5. Okay. I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Jack of clubs. You hurt yourself gravely during the day's chores and conduct impromptu surgery to save yourself from turning for the worse. This isn't the first time you've done something like this, is it? Pull from the tower. Oh, I just saw the whole tower shift. Oh, it might be over. Oh, it might be over. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, I think it's over. Oh, I think it's over, you guys. Oh. I chose poorly. I chose very poorly. Oh! It's fine. I mean, it turned a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, God. Oh, that scared me. Hello. Oh, my gosh. Did y'all see that, man? Oh. I just had to commit. It was hard, but I was already pulling it, and I was like, okay, I just gotta commit. Because I think all of the easy pieces I've already pulled off. Eek. You know, I could have just been pulling from the top. That would be smart, wouldn't it? But that's no fun. Okay, alright. Got 4 more. 3 of spades. You wake to the shrill of dozens of seagulls feasting on the beached carcass of a whale. Do you partake? Of the beached whale? Pull from the tower. What if I pull this one so I can, like, turn it back the other way? I think that's a bad idea. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, here. Oh, no. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, it's a king. No. Oh, King of Hearts. Kings are bad, by the way. If I get 4 kings, something bad happens. King of Hearts. A vial of poison, half consumed. Rather than discard it, you keep it in your breast pocket. How did you know exactly what it was on sight, anyway? Yeah, Ernesto, how did you know? Yeah, why isn't the go fish thing working? Wonder if there's been like a issue. There's like an issue with the API or something. I don't know. I'll just keep manually doing it for now. I don't know what's going on. They did say there were some issues with the Twitch API in the app, so we'll see. Okay, Ernesto. You're freaking me out. 3 of clubs. Oh, well, I'm awake now, so maybe this won't be the last pull. I'm like freaking out. You discover a naval mine caked with rust and trailing a broken chain, lodged in the rocky cliff below the lighthouse. What, if anything, do you do about this? Pull from the tower. What a week. Oh God, okay. I don't know that there's a lot of safe places left to pull from. I don't know if there's any. Oh goodness. Oh, there, never mind. Here's one. Oh gosh. Oh. Okay, I got it. 9 of clubs. Vermin invade and will not be rebuffed. What of your supplies do you lose to them? Where do you see them scurry? Pull from the tower. Oh, okay, Oh, I gotta commit. Oh, this is a hard one. Okay, my hands are shaking. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can't close my eyes. I shouldn't. I want to, but I shouldn't because it. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I won't cheat. That's the. Oh God. Okay, I can't laugh. I can't laugh. I'm gonna shake. I'm shaking it. Okay. You saw it shaking, right? Oh my God. Oh, I'm awake now. I'm awake now. Oh, no. Okay. Oh man, what a bad week for this guy. Okay. Okay. God, look at all those clubs. Okay. Let's talk about the King of Hearts, because that one was particularly... Actually, I don't want to talk about the King of Hearts, because I'm writing to my son. I'm not going to tell him about the poison I found. I'm just going to say, okay, that Ernesto definitely recognized the poison, and he tucked it away in his breast pocket. What is he going to talk about? He's going to talk about the naval mine, for sure. Him hurting himself doing surgery. The rats. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the rats. Yeah, the naval mine. Hurting myself, the naval mine. probably put those together, actually. The seagulls. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'll talk about. Naval mine, seagulls, injury. Stretch. Okay. Ooh. All right. Yes. Stretch my back. Unshrimp. Actually, this doesn't make sense because I don't think mines existed in 1770. It's fine, whatever. Totally not. Dear son, today I found candy in a crate that washed up on the beach. Totally not poison. You're right, that's what I should write. Okay, so I talked about that. I talked about the wound. Oh, and the seagulls are the last thing. touch. Sunshine majestic. Okay. September 16th, 1772. See all those things that happened? I only wrote about a little bit of it. Yeah, Ernesto's holding back. My son, I discovered a rusty mine lodged in the cliffs below. Although really, I don't think mines existed, so maybe we could say it's a cannonball. Cannonball, right? Lodged in below the lighthouse. Okay, I discovered a rusty cannonball lodged in the cliffs below the lighthouse. Fearing a collapse of the cliffside, I climbed down to remove it. I was able to do so, but fell and injured my back. It was a long, painful crawl back up to the lighthouse. I know that being here is my penance, but was what I did so wrong that God torments me so? After returning, I found my side gashed with sharp rock shrapnel inside the wound. I used some old alcohol and a sharp knife to operate on myself to remove the shards. It was one of the most painful things I have ever done. I awoke almost a full day later to the sound of seagulls loudly devouring the remains of a beached whale. Even in my hunger, I could not touch such a majestic creature. I tried to shoo off the birds, but to no the gulls, but to no avail. Your papa. Okay. We're gonna ignore the poison that we found and some of those other things. Like, don't have to talk about those. I'm not gonna talk about that with my son. Okay, he doesn't need to hear all that. Son, I'm having a great time at this lighthouse. If you minus the ghosts and it's fine. I'm leaving myself lots of space to add stickers. Okay. Three. Okay. First one. 6 of hearts. Oops. Ooh. Knocked over my water. Son, you will not believe the ish I've been going through this week, right? Knocked over my water can, but it was empty enough that I was able to catch it and none of the water spilled out. Amazing. All right, 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts. So hearts are at the top, so I'm gonna scroll up. Okay. Heirloom furniture, a little waterlogged but sturdy, unassuming yet reliable. Who does it remind you of? Okay. 8 of clubs. Not the clubs again. The warden of the penal colony visits and requests your help repairing something peculiar. What is it? How did he know you could do this? Ooh, that scared me. Witch of the Wastes. 5 of spades. I was about to say I didn't pull anything. Here it goes. Sunlight. Beautiful, all-seeing sunlight, turning the sea and the sky brilliant hues on a crisp, clear day. Why do you shun it? Pull from the tower. Okay. Okay, so some old furniture. Found some old furniture. Warden of penal colony wants me to fix something. Sunlight freaking me out. Okay. It's a week, say a week later, so September 23rd. It's getting cold. And fixing. Let's see. Repair. Oh gosh. I can't tell if those emotes are ominous or not. It's freaking me out. Worked in metals and can repair. Okay, yeah, no, I'm getting back into the dancing dino emote as a vibe to music. I see. I am getting sleepy. Who told them? Hello, hello, Mr. Chef. I have no idea what the heck I'm writing. I thought you were straight up asleep for a second. I might have been. I think I did doze off for like a second while writing, which is bad because I wrote something and I have no idea what the heck it says. I help, but am not. Okay. But also I am looking down because the book is like here on the desk, but I am actually also kind of falling asleep. But I don't want to leave the Jenga tower like this. That's just asking for one of my cats to knock it down. I am also so excited for Astro Prisma. Did you see the new expansions that came out today? Ah, they look so good. Look so good. We are so close to printing. I know. Ah, it's so exciting. Yeah. Eee. Okay, let me see if I can read this. Oh my gosh, it's bad. Look, okay. Look at this, okay? Look. This is my handwriting when I'm awake. Like, small, well-spaced, looks good. This is my handwriting as I am falling asleep. It's bad. Oh my gosh. I was reading about them while I did my makeup, got too excited and screwed my eyeliner up. Oh no, I'm sorry. I really need to get back into Astro Prisma again with my new campaign. There's so many cool things to do. And really, it might be fun to pick up Rain and see where she and Orion are at too. We'll never know. We'll see. Okay, Santi. I found some heirloom furniture while sifting through the accumulated wreckage. It's still in good condition and steadfast, just like you. I raised you well, unlike your older brother. The warden from the next island requested help in fixing their gate. I don't know how he knew that I worked in metals and can repair most things, if they're metallic. Who told them? Was it the wanted poster? Was that actually me? Is the world outside so very different now? I am fearing the worst. I helped, but I was exceedingly cautious. I am already atoning. I cannot be made to leave now. Your papa. Your tired handwriting still looks good, way better than mine. I don't know. This is some doctor's handwriting crap. Like, the heck is this? You cannot say that with a straight face. Look at this. No way. What the heck is this? Like, I'm not even writing straight, and it's like dot grid. Like, what the heck is this? I really want to do MP and introduce my D&D group to it, but none of them have done a different system, so they're all... Yeah, but all it takes is one time, because that's what I did with my students. All they knew was 5e, and I had them try a couple of systems, including Astro Prisma, and now they're all for it. So you just have to find the right game and get them into it. Okay. I think it's good, honestly, that I'm falling asleep because I feel like my sanity is going down, just like Ernesto's sanity, so it kind of works out. Also, I'm running low on cards, and this Jenga tower is like, you know, I feel like it's soon. It's soon. It's coming. Break has been a really good 5e. Yeah. Break is so much fun. I want to play. 6. Okay, you guys. Queen of Diamonds. Anyways, I got a 3 a.m. here and I'm EP. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. here, so I gotcha. Sleep well. Thank you. Thanks so much for hopping in. I appreciate that. When does the game end? I think when I die. If I draw 4 kings, or if the tower collapses, or if I draw 2 aces and 2 8s at the same time. Multiple ways, I guess. Queen of Diamonds. Okay. When the penal colony with the penal colony nearby, a particular prisoner number is never far from your mind. Who did it belong to? Pull from the tower, do not replace. Oh, wait. Hang on. So was I supposed to be replacing them up until now? It didn't say, okay, because in the beginning it said pull and place 3 blocks, whereas all of these just said pull. So I didn't replace any of them. You know, I'm just going to keep doing that. It's fine. It wasn't clear. I'm just going to keep doing it like I was doing it. Anyway, with a penal colony nearby, a particular prisoner number is never far from your mind. Who did it belong to? Pull from the tower. Do not replace. I don't think he wants to write about it, but there is a particular prisoner number that was once his own. Not from that penal colony, but, you know, back in the day. So Ernesto doesn't want to talk to his son about it, but that happened. Okay. It says do not replace. So there's pull from the tower in place, and then pull from the tower, do not replace. So what does pull from the tower mean? Because there's pull and place, because they've used that. But these other ones that I've done up until now just said pull. Okay, I'm just going to pull. It's fine. Okay. It just makes more sense not to replace, because then it's so easy to just... Okay. I think I need to pull more from the back, because the front... Okay. And I stretch. Okay, I just saw yours stretching. Oh, ooh, crack, quick, crack. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Okay. 4 of diamonds? You brought a favorite book to read and reread during your time here. What is it? What makes it special to you? It's the Spanish translation of Robinson Crusoe. Actually, wait, because I don't think Robinson Crusoe was out. Nope, yes it was. It was published in 1719. I don't know if it was translated to Spanish by then, but let's just say it was Robinson Crusoe. I don't have to pull. Oh, goodness. You remember another job long ago, one you were much better suited for than this. What went wrong? Pull from the tower. See, it doesn't say pull and place, so I've just been pulling them. So saying pull and do not replace is redundant. Oh god, okay. Ernesto is not doing well. These are all diamonds? I just swear I shuffled. You catch yourself singing a favorite childhood tune, and with a start you realize you've been singing it for hours. What is it? What brought it back to mind? I don't know, what would a Spanish language childhood tune from the 1700s? I have no idea. Just, let's just say it's a lullaby. Five of Hearts. Obscure academic tomes that baffle and unsettle you. Why do you read them anyway? Pull from the tower. They're probably about anatomy. No, those are all very solid. These are all very solid. Oh god, okay. was pulled from the bottom. Ah. Jack of spades. A late-night cigarette invites a strangely candid conversation with one of the ghosts. What do they say about being dead that you simply can't shake? Pull from the tower. God. Nope. Oh, this was a bad choice. I've already committed. I already started pulling it. I'm scared. Oh, I don't want to look. I don't know if shimmying it is gonna help. Probably not. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's not like the Jenga dice. It's not like the Jenga tower is listening to me. I said Jenga dice. Oh my god. I keep like getting sleepy, and then I have to do something like this, and it gets my adrenaline going, and then I wake up, and it's just a cycle. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. By the way, this is how many blocks I've pulled from the tower so far. This many. Here's some Jenga block ASMR for you. Anyways. Oh, okay. No, oh, I kicked the table again. Okay, alright. I don't even know what I want to write about. Let's see. Oh gosh, I can't knock into it with my chair either. Okay. There's so much going on. Okay, where are all the diamonds? Okay, talk with the ghost. And then all these diamonds. Another job. I don't want to talk about Robinson Crusoe. I know that shake is scary, right? Yeah, I don't really want to talk to my son about my time in prison. See the ghost? The scientific tomes. Okay, and the other job. Ghosts, tomes, job. Ghost, tome, job. Okay. Are there 30 days in September? I feel like maybe not. Yeah, there's exactly 30. Okay. So let's say it's October now. So a lot of things happen. Okay. Used to sing you. Okay. There's the ghost, the tomes. Okay, so talked about the ghost, talked about the tome. What was the last thing? I even ended up talking about that lullaby. There's the book. Didn't really. Oh, the job. Hello, Asmoon. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the go fish thing is being weird, so I'm just manually. Nice. Right. I am playing a solo TTRPG. It's kind of a journaling game. I have to roll dice, pull cards that tell me what happens. But I don't write about everything that happens because my character is writing to his son, and my character does not want to be fully honest with his son, about all the things that are happening and that he's thinking. So I'm talking about those things so you as the audience know, but his son is not getting the full picture. So yeah, the tower is not doing well. I might die soon. handwriting is getting so bad. All right, good night. Thank you, thank you. I think I'm going to die soon. Thanks for dropping by, Rex. See you later. Found a big box of Lay's potato chips. That's a wonderful thing. Happy for you. Wish it was me. October 2nd, 1722. Santiago, you might not believe me, but I had the longest conversation yet with a ghost. Or actually, I've been calling them spirits, but whatever. They told me the truths of life and death, that it's merely a transition. This knowledge makes me fear death less. The thought has been keeping me up at night. Do you remember the lullaby your mother used to sing to you? It re-entered my mind as of late. I miss her. As if waiting for me, I found some books here about alchemy. They have notes written in them. Was the previous keeper also interested in these esoteric things? Working to fix the gate last week made me recall my time as a tradesman. Life was easier back then. I had my work, and your mother managed the household. Now I am a broken man, performing unskilled labor in the lonesome dark. But these are merely the complaints of an old man. Tell me more about the children. How are they growing up? Do not let them turn out like their Uncle Daniel. May he rest at ease. Your papa. I'm, letting out little bits of the lore as we go. Now you know that so far that Ernesto has 2 sons. One of them is alive and has children. The other one seems to be not alive. Don't know the circumstances. I'm gonna re-roll because it fell. It was a 5, I think. Oh my god. It was a 5. It fell. Like it was like a 5, and then it just slid like this as a 5. So I'm gonna count it as a 5. I'm running out of cards. The likelihood of drawing 2 more kings soon is going up pretty high. Have I gotten a single ace? I haven't gotten a single ace. They're all hidden in here somewhere. Or maybe I accidentally took them out and didn't put them back in. I don't know what happened. Okay. 7 of hearts. Love letters tied in a string. They begin with passion, rage into fury, and becalm into apologies, and perhaps a note of hope. What do you read between the lines? Pull from the tower. Okay. Two of clubs. What strange new sleeping habit have you picked up since your arrival? Okay, don't really want to talk to my son about that. There it is. King of clubs. A profound melancholy seizes your heart. The ghosts either claim credit or offer sympathy. You neglect your duties for days. What of the lighthouse or the self falls into critical disrepair? My 3rd king. 1 more and it's over. 3 of hearts. Looking glass, foggy and bent out of true. At least until you repaired it, but once you do, you see something out there you wish you hadn't. What is it? It's a warship. It's a British warship. Wish I hadn't seen it. Up. King of clubs. It's Jover. A profound... wait, no. Oh, so the other one was King of Spades. I already read King of Clubs. Well, let's read the other one. An omen, a dire one. What is it and where have you seen it before? So that was that one, and then this one is the King of Clubs. Yeah. This one is, a profound melancholy seizes your heart. The ghosts either claim credit or offer sympathy. You neglect your duties for days. What of the lighthouse? Falls into critical disrepair. I think this is just me sinking into melancholy. What was the love letters reminded me of my wife. My dead wife. Two of clubs. The strange new sleeping habit is not sleeping. And then the three of hearts was the foggy looking glass that showed me the British vessel. That freaked me out. So I think all of that just culminated in me having Ernesto having a deep melancholy and just falling into disrepair. The lighthouse falling into disrepair for days. The light snuffed out, so something bad happens. Okay. Ill-fated conclusion. It's over. The Four Kings. Pulling all four kings signals the chaos of the world reaching out to claim you. This happens one of two ways. A catastrophic storm sweeps you away, or the penal colony on the next island devolves into an all-out riot that makes its way to your doorstep. You can pick which fate you meet, or flip a coin to decide. Heads for storm, tails for riot. Write your final entry as the end nears. Say your goodbyes and state your regrets, or simply take them to your grave. Perhaps you, too, will join the menagerie of ghosts here. Okay. I think I know. But yeah, it's over. Oh my god, the end. After I write it. It bothers me a little bit. See, that's why I should have had an extra page, and it would have been perfect, because the first page should have been like a blurb about the game, but I didn't do that. Maybe I guess I can put the blurb at the end. The end, right? I didn't even need these. I gathered all these cute little trinkets for no reason. Okay. The penal colony devolving into a riot doesn't, what do we say? Heads, you can pick which fate. I'm going to pick the storm. It seems a little more natural. Okay. Let's see, was it a spyglass? There's three of hearts in. Okay. This is the last entry. I decided to put together most of what I pulled anyways, kind of, because I felt like the lead up was good, okay? My son, so this is October 11th, 1772, so T did not last long. So it took him, he arrived on August 2nd, or no, he arrived 3 weeks prior to August 2nd, so he's been here since like July, after sailing through all of June, so June to August, and then the Lighthouse got him, okay? My son, I found a package of love letters in a heap of bric-a-brac. They reminded me of your mother, though the ghosts taunt me over my loss still. I find an old looking-glass and take some pleasure in repairing it, but once I do, I can see a British ship looming on the horizon. The futility of all that I do just hit me all at once. I may keep this lighthouse going, but the British may still invade. I wanted to recuperate and atone for my actions against my brother, but I cannot. The spirits, they whispered to me to join them. Your mother may be among them, but surely she is in a much more peaceful place. A dark storm is approaching. I hear the wind howling. The birds have all taken flight and left this place. Will I, too, stay to haunt this lighthouse? My son, do not mourn your father. He goes now to a happier place, free of judgment and pain. Farewell. All right. The end. Yeah. I'm gonna write a blurb at the end of the book since I should have put one first and I didn't, and it was very silly of me. I did it. We died. I made it. I hate it. I didn't knock the tower over. Let's see. It's called The Lighthouse. Okay, and then this was called You May Well Die. I did die. Oh, I see. There's tokens that you get to do when you're getting to the end of the game. Oh. It says when you roll a 6, you uncover the origin of one of the ghosts. Dang, What? I didn't know that. I rolled so many 6s. What the heck? I wish they had put that at the beginning. Why would you put that in the ending section? Am I gonna remember that? No. What? There's nothing in here telling me, like, oh, if you roll a 6, something happens. That annoys me. I could have been laying spirits to rest. I just didn't know. When you roll a 6, you uncover the origin of one of the ghosts. Yeah. What? You've drawn the Ace of Hearts. Oh, never mind. I think it's with a specific thing. Oh, I see. Okay, Ace. Yeah, I had to roll the Ace of Hearts. I didn't ever find a single ace. Okay, so I needed an ace. Where were they? Oh, yeah. All the aces were just at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Hearts, I just needed 2 more cards to get to the Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts kind of lets you get to the side, kind of a better ending maybe, where you can lay ghosts to rest. I did not get that far. I was just this poor man. Oof. Well, it's good to know that there are good endings. I just did not receive it. 4 Kings. Oh, I forgot to write down the name of the ending. Yep. Yeah, because it even says it in the blurb. It says, you will reveal why you came to be here, document the uncanny perils and numbing drudgery of life in the lighthouse, and explore the unraveling mystery of your ghostly companions. For discovering their true identities may be the one way to end their suffering, and consequently your own. Yeah, but I did not. I died. It was the, it's called The 4 Kings Ill-Fated Conclusion. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. To remind myself. All right. So we did get to the end. I am a little sad that it couldn't have been a better end, but it was fun, just being this random Spanish man for a while. Sorry, my son. Sorry, Santiago. I've got to go. I'm glad I finally got to play this game. I'm gonna add it here. I have Savage and Sorcery written here. I still haven't played it, but yeah. Okay. This is my to be played. I wanna take a minute. Spanish. Yeah, he was from Spain. It's because the port that he left from was called Salvacion. So I just thought like, oh, okay, he should be from Spain. I think that would be cool. So that was just kind of the world building that I did right then. I'm gonna list some other games that I want to play. So I want this to be full. Lots of Black Oath games, I think. Yep. Okay, let me see. Tangled Blessings. Which I own. I need to play. What's this other game? Yeah, Sentai and Sensibility, which I also own. But also, hello. Nice to see you. Okay. Added a few more that I wanted to play for now, before I forget them. I love this ink so much. I'm so glad I got this Wayfarer's ink. It turned out so nice. Pretty. Okay. Well, now I gotta put this Jenga back in the box somehow. We can do that. Yeah, I can speak Spanish. I'm used to be much more fluent in it than I am now, but yeah, I would say I could speak Spanish. it says it in my rules, you know. Alright. Here we go. So now you're just gonna watch me do a little bit of cleanup and we can chat while I clean up the Jenga. I shouldn't put it on top of my book like this. But yeah, it's good times. It's a fun little, actually, I don't know if it was fun, but it was relaxing, it was therapeutic, and didn't require too much extra brain power, because my brain is a lot more tired than I expected. Alright. Okay. Might play more Rift Breakers tomorrow then. What time is it? I think it's 3 a.m. Yeah, okay. I have to be somewhere at 9, so gives me about 5 hours of sleep when I get ready. Could be worse. Okay. Dang it. Couple of them fell out, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, got them back in the box. Not too bad. This back here where it's safe. And now I don't have to worry about it taking up my desk space anymore. Gosh, I shuffled this. I thought I shuffled this so well. Man, all the aces were at the bottom. I don't know how that happened. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I love these Howl's Moving Castle cards. They're so cute. Shuffle them now before I put them away. I got them from Japan, but then I found them for sale here at one of those little like Korean market type places, so it might not be too hard to find actually. I feel like Barnes & Nobles has a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff now too. Okay, so that's like relatively shuffled. Good for next time. Yeah, I got all these cool little tokens because it said to have 10 tokens to keep track of stuff, and I got a fun variety of like, you know, these old keys and coins and stuff, crystals, and then didn't end up getting to it because poor Ernesto just had really bad luck. But yeah, okay. Let's see here. All right, so alrighty Alrighty. Wow, that went by so fast in a way. Like it just felt like a long time and a short time at the same time. I was really expecting the tower to just fall over and that would be how it all ended. And I was kind of surprised at how long that tower lasted because there were times it was really wobbly. I really thought we weren't going to make it. And then it just kept going. So that was kind of a shock. But, wow, my eyes are really wobbly when I blink. There it goes. Yeah. But yeah, I was really expecting the tower to fall over because I tend to have pretty bad luck with such things. I'm glad it didn't, but the fact that I got the Four Kings bad end, is kind of a bummer because I just knew it because I kept pulling a lot, fives and sixes over and over. And I was like, when I'm pulling this many cards, there's no way. But the fact that I didn't get a single ace is such a bummer because those are the cool cards, so I don't know if I'll play this again. I might do it off stream, because I would like to survive, but I also feel like compared to the Bluebeard story. So what I did for that Bluebeard playthrough is I failed twice, and each time I was a different wife, but in the same universe. So I was like inheriting the journal from the previous wife and building upon it. So it took the third wife that I played to escape. And I can't remember if she killed Bluebeard in the end, but she at least got away. And so it felt like, okay, there's a replay value because, I can keep going with this character. I mean, I guess I could technically do that for this too. And just like, oh, it's a new Lighthouse Keeper. What happened to the old one? But I feel like this setting to me has kind of limited replayability, or I don't know if it's more that I am limited in how often I want to play as like a sad lighthouse keeper. It's a cool aesthetic, but it's not necessarily one that I want to live in all the time. I don't really want to live in the Bluebeard setting either, but it makes for much better storytelling. I feel like for this to be a cool relatively historically accurate piece, I really can't be a woman because they weren't going to send a woman near a penal colony to be a lighthouse keeper, like technically speaking, I could, but then I feel like that would ruin the historical aspect of the game. And I know I wasn't being perfectly historical, but still, it's iffy. And I guess there's plenty of other TTRPGs where I can play as a female or a non-binary character, and so it is kind of interesting playing as a male character sometimes. I don't very often, but I thought for this it just felt more natural somehow, and so that's what I did. And actually, now that I think about it, when I was play testing my ballads, I played as Arthur last time, so I was like an old man with adult children, and so I don't know. Am I just in that phase right now? Those are the kind of characters that keep coming to me. It's kind of funny now that I think about it. That just reminded me there's a TTRPG called Princess and Perils. Oh, yes, I've seen that. I haven't played it, but yeah, I've seen you play as princesses, and it's, kind of inversion of fairy tales and stuff. That does seem like it'd be fun, but I think it's a group game, so. But yeah, so thank you for indulging me in this little game tonight. It's one that I've been wanting to play and stream for a while. I had this overlay idea kind of ready. I went back and forth on it, but I like the idea of like overlooking the cliff. And I don't know if you noticed, but it is moving ever so slightly. There's like a little bit of a parallax effect. I had it set higher before, but then it got really distracting for me just watching the screen wobble all the time. So I turned it down. So it's shifting just a little bit. But yeah, I'm a little sad that I didn't get to use all those cool tokens I found, but it still made for a cool story. Yeah, me panicking. Yeah, literally my eyes were closed for a lot of those. I was just like, no, I can't look. My hands were shaking. It was so, scary. But that's the fun, I don't know about fun, I guess, but it's the really engaging part about playing these Wretched and Alone games is that Jenga tower. And I know some people complain like, oh, it's annoying having to have it, but that's what makes these special. Like if you want to just play a TTRPG, you can, but I think having that element of the Jenga tower and not knowing when it's what's going to happen to it. It's different from the randomness of dice, because I've seen people replace the Jenga tower with like a D100 roll instead, but for me it just doesn't have that same oomph. Like, something about having that physical Jenga tower and worrying, watching it wobble, worrying that it's going to break. I mean, that's such a good metaphor for like their mental state in these situations, you know, because it's like, you know, you're not doing well. You know, your sanity is kind of dwindling because these ghosts are coming out and crazy stuff is happening. And he like fell off a cliff. He got injured. All this stuff happened to him. And he's being reminded of all of his sins, you know, like, I don't know if it came through, but he basically like almost killed his own brother out of jealousy while in a drunken rage, you know, and all of that. And I think having the Jenga tower just is so much more evocative than just rolling dice for this particular thing, you know. I love dice. I love crunchy games. You've seen, I mean, with Rift Breakers and everything, and I really want to try Machine Gods soon, but there's something nice and about the simplicity of just playing with cards, a little bit of D6, but a lot of it was just the cards and the Jenga tower. And it felt like going back to my roots, because like I said, I started with Wretched and Alone games and 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, so it felt nice kind of returning back to my roots, because these are the things that got me into solo TTRPGs in the first place, you know. So it was nice going back to that. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. It is 3 a.m., so I think it is time to sleep for me, and maybe for some of y'all too. I'm gonna see if anybody I know is streaming. Probably not. That's a no. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's funny. So let's say no. Yeah. Nobody I know, so let's just go to sleep. Thank you so much. You have a good eep as well. Don't stay up too late. I'm going to go to sleep. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm going to, probably going to stream again tomorrow. It's probably going to be Rift Breakers, just a heads up. Either Rift Breakers or more ballads. We'll see, because, but I think I might work a little bit more on ballads off stream, because I'm very close to releasing, the game is going to come out in early access, and we'll have these milestones, and it's very close to that, the point where I'm ready to release it for that first milestone anyway. It's not a milestone, but I guess the early access release, I think it's almost there. So I'm going to do a little bit more work on it, but I might not do that on stream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I have to wake up not super early, but I have some like volunteer work I'm doing with a student, because my students are young and have to be supervised by me. But yeah, so I'm going to go to sleep. I'll be out in the early afternoon, so I might stream in the late afternoon or early evening. I'm not sure. I think I have to cook for the week too, so we'll kind of see how it goes. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out. And oof, those Jenga pulls were scary. But thanks for keeping me company. And this was Himeutsugi, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next stream. Bye.